Hi, my name's Ishmael and today we're going to be talking about networking and how important it is to make sure you network. So, as you may know, I'm a property investor and I like to invest in properties. My speciality is buy, refurbish, refinance. So in short, I buy properties, I do them up and I put mortgages on them, put tenants in them. So, why is it important to network, especially when you are in the property industry? Well, it's important to network in the property industry as well as generally in life because you never know who you're talking to. You never know who you're talking to until you start the conversation, you have that conversation and you find out who they are. So recently I was doing some networking online and I was just chatting randomly to random people who were in groups that I was in. And I found that someone who wasn't even from the UK has actually said that they invest in UK. Now, not only do they invest in the UK, but they also invest in the UK at a decent rate. Now, I found out that they can actually beat a bridging loan and they have the money to invest. So what does this mean? Well, this means that I can go and get finance from a foreign investor who I found by just networking. And this is extremely great because this means that I can take on more projects at a time and I can expand my portfolio quicker. I can pay the investor back as much as they are asking and wanting for their investments, their return that they're looking for. Why? Well, at the moment the market on returns of investments are quite low. If you invest your money in a bank, you invest it here, there or everywhere. So this investor is willing to give me an investment and they are willing to accept a return which I'm happy with, because most of the people in the UK who I've been talking to, because I'm in the property industry, they're in the property industry, they know the sort of returns you can get in the property industry before the lockdown. They're all looking for these returns pre-lockdown, pre-COVID, and these returns are very difficult to get hold of at the moment. However, the foreign investors don't know that the market has been fluctuating so greatly and they don't know that it's changed a lot. But because they're foreign investors and their markets are doing so bad, they're happy to invest in UK properties, UK-backed assets, because they know that the UK assets are doing okay. Which means I can offer them good returns for what they're looking for and they can accept those returns. We are a win-win situation. This is just one example of networking and the importance of networking. The other thing is that you can be walking down the street. I was doing a refurb and I was at one of my projects and I was just outside the house and a local guy walked past, an oldish guy with a dog, and he was explaining to me how the market in the area is. He was explaining he was a landlord. I didn't know he was a landlord until he told me. That was the power of networking. I found out he had multiple properties. He used to have 7, he cut down to 3. And he was considering selling even more, which means I made a connection just by being at a property that I was already doing and speaking to the locals walking their dogs, walking past the house. It's that simple and that powerful how networking can get you in touch with locals, because the locals are the people who know the market. The locals are the people who know the tenants who are going to be in there, they know the rents that you're going to get, and they also know the property values or historical property values. So they know what's going on. Now, if you see people like this who are trying to get out of the market, well, that is a potential where you can get into the market because you know that they're trying to get out. They know what they want for it because they know what they believe it's worth, and you can offer that to them if you think it's worth more or the markets are changing, or you think it's worth that much, or you think you can renovate their property to get a return that you're happy with. Multiple things. So that's the importance of networking in the property industry. Now, networking in general is very important because you never know who you're going to talk to. You might be going along and you might just randomly start talking to someone and then all of a sudden you find out that they are in a personal growth industry and you can trade your knowledge for their knowledge and help you both grow further through your journeys. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, whack that bell notification icon to get notified of videos coming out each and every week. So networking is extremely important, and when you network with people walking down the street or just people in the shop, you might find that they are actually interested in the same sort of thing. And you might find that you can help them and somewhere down the line they can help you. And if they can't help you, that's okay. Because if you actually look at universal principles, which is off the subject of this channel, but if you look at these principles, you will find that if you help someone, somewhere down the line, you'll be rewarded because you're giving value, you're giving value, you're giving value, you're giving value. And eventually, if you keep giving value, the universe will respond and you will gain value. You might not gain it from the same place, you might be giving over here and gaining over here. But does it matter? As long as you realise that there is a cycle, money in, money out, as they say in investment industry. If you accept money and you let money flow to you, I believe the word is arigato. It is a Japanese saying for thank you, or thank your money. So the saying is that you thank the money for coming to you and you thank the money for going away from you. This creates a cycle, and as the cycle goes round, it increases your wealth. And one of the most wealthy Japanese people in the world has said that this is his technique for building wealth. He accepts that money will come in, he accepts money will go out, and he's thankful for the money going out as well as the money coming in. So every time he makes a transaction, he thanks his money for being able to use that money and make that transaction. That is the power of giving, and it's the power of networking. You give out, you get back. And you might not realise it was a relationship between the giving and the getting, but it always is. So always be thankful for what you give, as well as thankful for what you get. But thankful for what you give is more important than thankful for what you get. If you like this channel, make sure you've subscribed, and I'll catch you on the next video each and every week.